favorite songs from way back when till now. List, random one. I would have listed like Michael Jackson here from the late 70s, early 80s, but since that documentary, there's no way I will ever listen to him again. I'm sorry. Yeah, so anyone else besides Michael Jackson?
Let's go get tattoos.
No, come on, list. Turn it around, towards you.
What is the question?
Favorite songs.
Just favorite songs, period.
Yeah, songs that you really like.
I'm having a brain fart, thank you. Jesus, I can't hold that and think. I've never been able to answer this question. Why it's like asking me what's my favorite movie. I don't know. I don't have a favorite.
How about the song you like?
Okay.
Easier?
Saint-Tropez.
Okay, that's a city.
No, it's a song by Post Malone.
Okay, alright. What else?
Circles by Post Malone.
I can hear a tendency here shaping up.
Hollywood is Bleeding by Post Malone.
Okay. We are not getting paid for this from Post Malone, promise. Okay, so favorite songs from... What? You want to know the favorite songs of mine?
We'd love to know.
Goodness gracious. Well, okay, let's go all the way back to the 80s because I kind of have recollections of the 80s. The first song that I was conscious of was from Bob Marley, The Iron in Zion. The Lion in Zion. I remember that song so clearly back from, actually that was the very end of 70s, very end of 70s. That's the first song I remember. Then Dire Straits had a really cool album, Money for Nothing. I remember that as a kid. Then a bunch of Beatles songs. You know that album with all of those little pictures on it? I don't remember, but all the songs on that. Because in Eastern Europe we had record players and we had a few records. So we listened to those records over and over and over. Bonnie M. Daddy Cool? Yeah, Daddy Cool. All the way, 70s, 80s, right? And Wham. Huh. Wham.
Really aging yourself here.
Yeah, that's okay. Duran Duran. Wild Boys.
Oh.
Ooh. And Sabrina. Boys, boys, boys.
Wow. Worst song ever made, okay.
It's true. Okay. Music that never stopped being unbelievably good as long as you can remember.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I know there's one more that I can safely tell you that you would agree with me on.
Beatles.
Sure, corny. No.
Corny?
Kidding. No, Beatles. Agree.
Oh my god.
Okay. So what else? You will agree with me on that
Lord.
too.
Yeah, U2 is classic.
Right? U2. U2 is music I've been listening to since the 80s and just do not get sick of it. Doesn't matter what. Bob Marley, I didn't really listen to Bob Marley right up until I moved to North America in the early 90s. I started listening to Bob Marley in the 90s and I've been listening non-stop to Bob Marley ever since. And I just don't get bored of it, doesn't matter what. I have to say, I used to think Coldplay was for people who didn't understand music. Uh-oh. Oi.
Yeah, and because of me, he now realizes they are one of the best bands.
And I realized that I was the one who didn't know anything about music. So Coldplay, sorry, I think Coldplay is amazing. That's why we chose Coldplay for our wedding. For some of the music that we played, right?
Yeah, two of our most important songs.
Yeah, so...
I walked down the aisle to Coldplay. Yes, I did.
Newer music that is uplifting. Oh, you know what? Eminem. I'm sorry, I know, politically as incorrect as it gets, but Eminem, I enjoyed Eminem very, very much in the early 2000s, late 1990s, and I still get a buzz listening to
He
it.
was around in the late 90s?
Yeah, of course. I think so. I mean, those timelines blur a little bit. It's been 20 years.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, and Nirvana. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, please forgive me. Yeah, Nirvana. Oh, and Queen. Queen.
That's your favorite.
No, it's
I thought that was your all-time favorite.
when back in the 80s, I really, really, really liked Queen. Even for the completely untrained ear like mine. I just know that music. This guy was coming in. He's coming in. He has some strong opinions about music, probably. I used to listen to AC/DC a lot, Guns N' Roses back in the
And I
end
mean,
of the
I
80s
haven't
and
even
90s.
scratched the surface of my hip hop. Well, that's my
Ownership of
favorite
it.
music is hip hop.
So hip hop around would say some names.
Hip hop around.
Like,
Okay. Jay-Z. I always liked Kanye West. I know it's controversial right now. Mos Def.
yes.
Oh my god.
Ice-T,
What's the
Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube, and I'm like blanking on one of my favorite bands right now. How am I blanking?
Oh, Pearl Jam, who I also very much like.
No, hold on. There's one that's like
Are you glitching?
Drake,
Drake, yes.
and I'm blanking on. Hold on. Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like how? One of my favorite. How? I can never. I can't remember anything ever. I can't remember anything. My kids took my mind away.
Yeah. Yep. The Tribe Called Red, or the Tribe Called R.E.D. This Canadian rap band that is using Native American music as their base. Very, very political, and I think it's amazing what they're doing. So, huge fan.
And I like Billie Eilish a lot too.
Yeah, how about that? This generation, I mean, I know it's challenging to be a young person these days, but if you overcome those challenges, the freedom young people can have nowadays with their mind and with technology. I mean, Billie Eilish is just one of those perfect example of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so inspiring to listen to someone who's so young and is doing such an amazing piece of music, art.
I think it goes without saying. I don't have to say Post Malone. I think I made that obvious earlier, right?
Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we triggered your mind about some music. Listen to music. It lifts you up. It affects you without you understanding why. That's why I love music. It can affect your mood, affect your emotions. If you're down, listen to music to soothe you. If you're down, listen to music to lift you up. If you're happy, listen to music to channel your energy into vitality. Bye.
Bye.